fatal thought impact, past painful thoughts. In fact, I blast tasteful thoughts and past. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, whenever we last left off, with this series, in the last part, we had Deku and his crew. Deku, he's gathered some of the scientists he's met, and he informed them about what he's currently about to do. He is going to go to Earth and get proof that humanity has actually been destroyed. He will show everybody remaining on the current planet they're on that they are all that is left of humanity. He believes enough time has passed to tell them some of the truth. He has told the scientist full out, point blank everything, even about the engineers and Earth. And while they are handling that understandably very hard, Deku, he's about to show them actual proof. Some were skeptical and some were still in denial. Since, well, Deku has never shown any reason to lie, this just sounds like utter bullshit. It's hard to believe. If someone just sat you down and told you an alien race that probably created you and everybody you've ever known decided to come home and just wipe you out, everything you knew, would you believe them? Especially when that person is a virtual stranger. It's just weird. Now, Deku and these scientists, along with even a key, they blast off into space. Deku has people in place to make sure what happened doesn't happen again. And we do currently start at least, let's just say 2 weeks into our journey. Deku, he's at least had some success in translating yautja into many languages. However, he's still having a bit more trouble. On the list of languages he's trying to at least translate yautja into, he has to learn them first. And that is understandably very difficult. He's had at least some luck with a scientist, and even just gathering some data the yautja did have. The yautja, they keep a record of the languages they know about for each species. They have their own coding and deciphering systems. However, whenever it does come to human, yeah, that's where it gets kind of iffy. They don't really see it as a point. Where humans are more evenly matched foes, knowing your prey, it's better. Knowing an equal, it's not as fun. Being able to look at your equal and see a mystery, that's what the yautja do like. And they haven't really done too much with the humans. So Deku, well, he does at least have record of the human languages and at least deciphers from there. Actually, at least translating yautja and figuring everything out, that's his problem. And we do currently have in the mess hall of the ship where Deku, he's sitting down. And he is actually at least going to go over a few more things with a key, as he does actually at least turn to see someone walk in. What is it? We're very busy right now. Yes. Well, Scar? Just, that's fine. Alright, we made progress. Currently, we have been working for the last couple hours on at least a working prototype. Okay, good. Is it functional? That's the problem. We're not too sure if we'll have time to test it. The thing is, the space we're working with here, it's not too large. We could probably try in one of the rooms in the ship, but we're afraid of damaging things. Is that it? Try the training room. That place is a lot sturdier than most rooms. Along with that, it's actually at least a big wide open space. You should have enough room to move around. Yes. And exactly where would that be? Oh, Right. It's a big ship. It's just down the hall a bit. Just take a left, go down at least 50 feet, take a right, and I think that's where it's at. Yeah. Just try and find a map and just take it, okay? Um, so just that's right, you can't read yautja. I was gonna say follow the signs, but you can't. Yeah, that's the problem. Now, Deku he does get up, telling Aki that he's gonna at least take her to the training room and show her where it's at. Deku walk away mumbling something about changing the labels on the ship. As Aki she is sitting there and looking down at everything Deku's been working on. Deku is a fascinating human. It takes him about 1 week to learn a language. Interesting. He learned yautja in that time. But for human languages, it does seem a bit stranger. Deku, while he had time to learn the basics of their language, he improved slowly afterwards. He actually became a lot more understandable after the 2 month mark. And that's where she does at least see a bit more things about this. Deku, he's learning human languages, and he's trying to go over them repeatedly. It seems like it's all he really does in his free time. Her at least thinking about how she can hear him muttering things whenever they're training, even whenever they're sparring. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting. Her wondering if yautja would probably even be able to use a human language. Now, Aki, she does sit there and wonder about it, though. She remembers what Scar said to her. Yeah, it's been weird and kind of strange, but you can't really avoid the topic for too long. She remembers what Scar said to her that night. It was, well, he said a word, and it's kind of been stuck in her head. Hurley's going to somewhat look down and try to shake off her head. Aki, calm down. Okay, it's not like that. Scar's a fascinating human, yes, but I doubt he has a little interest in you. Damn it. Why? He is your friend. Don't mess us up. Besides, he probably would think that's weird, right? Maybe asking him would be. No, no, that just sounds stupid. Seriously, Scar's a man of focus and determination. The idea that he would be into, well, me would be strange. He's a human, and I'm not a human. That researcher, though, she's a human. Maybe he'd be into her. That's not really a comforting thought, though. Why do I not understand this bullshit? Aki going to clench her fist. She's starting to get a bit angry. She doesn't understand these feelings. She's never had them before. Respect, anger, and, well, confusion. Even a crush. That being mixed into that, it's not really a good combo. It's not really a good blend. And she does just go to stand up and decide to walk off. And whenever Deku does get back, he does find the mess hall empty, as he does just stare at the paper and go to walk back over and sit down. Okay, that's weird. He's gone. Alrighty then. Deku getting back to work. As after a few hours do pass, Deku he would just stop doing what he's doing for the day and then go train. Whenever he is doing all this, he does go, after his workouts, to cool down. Him hopping in the shower in his private quarters and changing out of his training clothes. As whenever Deku he does walk out of the room and go to the mess hall for some food, he actually is met by a strange sight. Deku opening the door and walking in. As whenever he walks in, he does look and see everybody from the science team. They're sitting down at the table, but there's something wrong. They have, well, a blanket covering the table. Hmm? Okay, what's this? Uh, Nothing. Hmm. Okay, let's break this apart for a minute. You're missing your shirt. You're missing your shoes. You're not wearing socks. You're. Huh. Okay, your top is gone. Let me guess. You guys are playing a game. Shh. I told you it wouldn't get past him. Shut up. I didn't think you'd really want to play. We're just playing. Let me guess. Involves winning and removing something. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, did you want to play or not really? Besides, hmm, actually, you know what? How about we change the rules of this game up quite a bit? Let's see. You guys got a few bottles right there. And, well, I could use a drink. Just got done training. Deku walking over and sitting down. Whenever he does so, somebody on the science team, they do at least remark that Deku, he's wearing normal human clothing. Hmm? Yeah, I am. After all the training I did today, wearing something that's bulky and kinda just strange to me still, it's not really comfortable. Deku leaning forward on the table. Him at least going to pull off the blanket and reveal the cards. As whenever everybody they do at least put the set back together and at least redistribute the chips, they do get started. And Deku, he at least does go to explain the rules of the game, as he does go to pour something into a glass and explain to them. The way this game is going to work, they are all going to be competing with him. The rules are quite simple. If any of them can beat him in at least one round, he will give them one piece of information pertaining to the yautja tech. Many scientists actually at least beaming and getting a bit more excited. Now, we actually will cut over to Aki, who, after training for a long time, she's currently getting out of the shower. Her rinsing off her body as she actually does at least go to walk over and look in the mirror. Her taking a look at herself and thinking. Her just trying to think. Okay, this whole situation with Scar though. It's still weird to her. He's busy with the human stuff. And, well, they're not the same. Yes, they're friends and comrades, but does he see her the same way? That comment still lingers in her mind. It's just strange. Her at least going to walk out of the room and change into the clothing that Deku did give her. Whenever she does at least walk back in, she does at least go to bring a towel up to her head and go to wrap it around. Her going to wring out her hair as she does at least continue this thought. She's trying to at least mull it over, mold this idea in her head. Is it really possible for a relationship like that, or is she just overthinking it? That's more of a human thing, isn't it? Because yautja don't really operate that way. They find a strong warrior, produce a spawn, and, well, go about their day. They don't usually spend time together like this unless their leaders are close in rank. That's the problem, though. She never really saw this type of thing with her parents, but she sees humans do it all the time. The humans who were always in, well, the pens, if you don't want to give them a simple name, they seem to have this strange custom. It's something called marriage. She doesn't understand it herself. But it seems weird. This idea of just giving yourself to one person. It fascinates her. Many parts of human culture, they are unique, they are strange, and they are weird. She likes it. It's not just constant battle-hardened fighting. It's not just constant adrenaline rushes and eventual boredom where you get nothing from them. You go into a battle you know you're going to win, so there's no thrill, there's no rush, there's no excitement. All you feel is bored. But that's the thing. With stuff the humans do, stuff the humans make, stuff the humans did, that has changed quite a bit within her. She's learned about human music. That is, well, it in itself is unique. It's a melody, something you can create and make with, well, anything. Humans sing with their mouths. Humans, they bang on walls and try and make a rhythm. It's just a simple little thing to enjoy. And then there's even skills they have. She's seen quite a few of them. Now, she does at least go back over to her bed and sit down. Her still at least lingering on some of these thoughts. As we do have over at Deku, where he is currently laying down the cards and at least expressing to everybody. And that is a win. Damn it. Alright. Damn it. Fuck. Okay, so. It looks like I'm cleaning house. Dude, how do you keep winning? You've got to be cheating. I'm not. Deku bring up his hands. Him flipping them over and saying that this is a short sleeved shirt. He'd have to wear a long sleeve one to cheat properly. And everybody, they do look at him kind of confused. Huh? Wait, so you admit you were cheating? Oh no, you guys just suck. Hell, the only one who could actually play this game is that guy. Deku pointed to the jokester, saying that he's pretty sure that guy at least knows the actual rules. They're just making up their own. He's playing by them, and he actually knows how to deal hands, and even cards. So, he's assuming that he's the one who's been taking their money. Or, well, whatever they're using to trade. I've been just staring at the guy. Oh, come on, dude. He's bullshitting. I'm not a cheater. You do know how to play the game, though, don't you? Did you lie to them about that? Now, I never lied. I never said I knew how to play. It just... My dad knew. Some of my friends, they took me out gambling once, and I'm just trying to follow the rules I know. So you do know how to play. Not well. I mean, I suck just as much as you guys do. What? Okay, that sounded better in my head. Just give me a minute and I can explain. I'm getting a bit angry. Deku leaning forwards and putting his arms on the table. Him kind of laughing, since everybody right now, they're forgetting about what they're doing. They're not focused on the mission. And that's where Deku, his nice smile, does somewhat turn into a sobering frown. Where he does at least go to think about what they're doing. That's right. They're not just simply on a field trip or just having some time away. They're heading home. They're going to see their planet in ruins. And he's pretty sure he knows how some of them are going to react. He remembers all that time ago. He was given an offer to blast back down to the planet and try to survive. See if he would like to join the rest of humanity. See if he would like to try to restart civilization. He's wondering how all that went down there. He almost took that offer. But, well, he didn't. He knew that all that's going to be down there is probably death. Whatever's in the atmosphere, whatever's changed the planet, it's probably airborne, more than likely. And this goo stuff, it's just so advanced and weird, they don't know what to make of it. Is it some sort of, well, what's the right word for it? Chemical weapon? Biological pathogen? Is it something like that, or is it artificial? Is it some high-tech, hive of nanites, maybe? That would explain rapid DNA changes and shifts. Or is it something that directly is a mix of both, maybe? It's artificially made, and it can be used to specifically modify the genes of anything. It's some sort of chemical, he knows that much. But exactly how far does that logic take them with it? It doesn't get them any closer to decoding what the hell that stuff actually is. As somebody, they do finally pull Deku out of his thoughts. Huh? What's up? Deku at least being nudged on the arm, as he does look to the person to his left, before turning towards the doorway and following their finger, as everybody there just staring at a key. Deku at least going to open his mouth a bit to say something, since she's currently standing there in the clothes Deku gave her. Hey Aki. Are you guys busy? Not really. We're just hanging out right now. Playing cards. Oh. Um, well, I was wondering if I could hang out with you guys. Sure. You guys mind? No. Yeah, sure. I would like to ask some questions though. Yeah, why not? Fuck it, come over here and join the table. Party can't get any worse. The way the night's going, I'm pretty sure I might be getting stabbed anyway. Everybody turned towards the jokester. As Deku ever does at least give a side eye to the guy, he does go to somewhat just look down. That statement was supposed to be a joke. Since, well, this yautja, to them, they are still on the fence about her. They aren't exactly too sure. They've already drawn some of their own conclusions as to what happened to the power grid. And some people at the table, they're not too sure if they can trust a key. Not because the fact is she's a yautja, but because they're at least trying to not rule out the possibility. Since, why else would she be getting so close to a human? Now, this is something that a lot of people, they are actually at least paying attention to. And at least somebody, they do know the right answer here. Now, after Aki, she does sit down, Deku, he does at least try to restart the conversation. So, do you guys have games like this on your planet? No, we don't. We have certain games, but none as elaborate as this. Really? So what do you guys do for entertainment? Usually we hunt. That's really all there is. There are small games and competitions we do hold with other clans and tribes, but that would really be all about it. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but is your culture primarily just based off of hunting and status? Um, well, yes. I believe that would be the closest way to describe my race. It seems like you humans have more elaborate ways of entertaining yourself, though. You do not, well, some of you do not seek to push your limits. Some of you do not like our ways, and you pass your time with other things. It's honestly an interesting concept to me. I would have to explain and most likely share some of these things to the yautja. I believe that they would actually find a bit of enjoyment in them. However, I'm not exactly too sure how my father would react. I think your dad will be fine. What did she say? They don't really do this. The whole relaxing thing. They, well, they're kinda just fight, fight, fight. She wants to show the other yautja, but she's not sure how they'll react. Especially with her dad. Deku going to lay a card out on the table, expressing that her dad's the clan leader. And she has a lot of pressure put on because of that. Whoa. Holy shit. Wait, so she's the daughter of... Yup. She's the daughter of the guy who runs the yautja. In fact, if he wanted to, he could do anything. The fact that he hasn't entirely cut us off from supplies is good. Hell, he sees us as valuable. Deku can at least start passing out the cards. As whenever he does so, he does at least going to continue to explain. As Deku, he's trying to at least help Aki's case. He can tell that they're all on ease. And all of them, they're kind of still just confused. However, after at least a few games, and even Deku showing Aki the ropes, things actually do start going well. As well, Deku, he's trying to translate as much as he can. The humans, they're still kind of spotty on it. Their translators, they're somewhat good, but they do require maintenance from time to time. Especially because they're still running on the old programming that has not been updated. Now, whenever this is brought up, they do mention it in passing. And Deku, whenever he does at least hear about it, he does go to stand up and walk away. Him grabbing the device and going to leave. As Aki, she does watch Deku leave. Before the other humans, they do just stare at Aki for a minute. Awkward silence before, at least after trying to bring her hands up and try to at least express a few things, you do have where Deku just come back. Him putting it down on the table and at least going to at least click on it. Alright. Do all of you guys have your earbuds? Yeah. All of them at least going to bring their hands up to their ears and press a button. And Deku does explain, asking Aki if she can try to talk, while Deku saying something in yautja at the same time. Whenever Aki she does start to talk, the humans they actually turn towards her, since they can now understand her in perfect English or Japanese, whichever language is their natural one. And that's actually very interesting to them. As they do start talking to Aki, and the conversations do start to go at least a lot smoother. They were only catching every other word sometimes. Sometimes it was half of a word or just a syllable. However, now, yeah, they got a lot. They're getting everything. And this does help to have the humans relax quite a bit. Since now they're able to talk to her, they can understand that she may not be a threat, to them at least. Now, we do actually have where some more time would pass by. And after at least a few weeks of just rinse, repeat training, deciphering, and just messing around, aka just playing games to pass time, and well, just, hanging out and being a bit lazy, you do have where eventually they do arrive at Earth. And this is the point where everything that does kind of shift. As Deku, he was doing his morning training. He knows that they entered Earth's atmosphere somewhere around about 10 minutes ago. And he hasn't really permitted anybody to go onto the bridge yet. Go and see Earth. As we do have whenever Deku is walking down the hallway, and he does pass into the room, and go to click a button. Deku open the bridge as he does walk inside, and go to stare up at the Earth. And everybody, they do all walk in behind him. And Deku is just looking up at it. No. That's not possible. Oh, shit. You weren't kidding about that. That's home? Jesus. Oh my god. That can't be Earth. Deku looking up at the planet. At least, what's left of it. It wasn't like that when they left. It was still in one solid piece. But the planet, it looks, well, to put it in the best way, it looks like shattered glass. It looks like somebody just smashed the tectonic plates and it just ripped itself apart. It's still being held together, somehow by gravity, but it's just floating there. You can tell by the way it's floating that just some of the water from the ocean is drifting away. It's just so strange to see. And Deku is staring at least at what used to be the area where Japan would be located. He can't even see it. It must be being drowned under all that water. This isn't how we left it. Everybody turned to Deku. What what the hell do you talk what are you talking about? Okay, everybody calm down. Listen, this is new. What do you mean? Um, this is gonna require more time. Time. We need time. Can we even send our drone down there? I'm assuming so. But last time we left, Earth was in one piece, solid. Same way it was for thousands of years. But this happened sometime around, what, a year maybe? This can't be right. It's just so hard to. I can't even look at it. Now, everybody they do somewhat agree. And we do have where things get set up and a drone is shot down to the planet. And everybody they do get ready. Since they're about to see quite a lot of things on the little house of horror that used to be Earth. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. Catch you guys in the next part.